Pelé, also known as Edson Arantes do Nascimento, is widely considered to be the greatest footballer of all time. He is a Brazilian retired professional footballer who played as a forward. He is now referred to as the most successful domestic league goalscorer in football history, scoring 650 goals in 694 league matches, and in total 1,281 goals in 1,363 games, which included unofficial friendlies and is a Guinness World Record. And now the world mourns his passing. Pelé sure has set some of the most unmatchable records in football history, and is the only player to date to win 3 FIFA World Cups, 1958, 1962 and 1970. He is also the all-time leading goalscorer for Brazil, with 77 goals in 91 games. Pelé was named the World Player of the Century by the International Federation of Football History and Statistics, IFFHS. The IFFHS voted him as the greatest footballer of the 20th century, ahead of Diego Maradona and Lionel Messi. Known for his creativity, speed and ball control, as well as his scoring ability from both inside and outside, Pelé was known to be a complete player who could play any position on the pitch and was known for his leadership on and off the field. But how many of us know that the athlete had in fact once worked at a tea shop as a little boy to make ends meet? Let's get into the details of this highly talented football legend who will forever remain etched into our hearts and minds. Pelé was born on October 23, 1940, in Três Coracoes, Minas Gerais, Brazil. He grew up in a poor neighborhood in Bauru, São Paulo, Brazil. He was the youngest of 3 children, born to Dondinho and Celeste Arantes. Despite his future success as a soccer player, Pelé's early life was marked by poverty. His father, Dondinho, was a soccer player who struggled to make a living as a professional athlete. The family lived in a small, one-room house with no electricity or running water. Pelé's mother, Celeste, worked as a cleaner to help support the family. Pelé began playing soccer at a young age, using a ball made of socks and tape. He quickly showed a natural talent for the sport and was selected to play for a local team, Bauru Athletic Club. However, the team could not afford to pay Pelé, and he had to work as a servant in a tea shop to make ends meet. Yes, his family was struck by poverty in a really bad manner. Despite the challenges he faced, Pelé's talent and determination allowed him to rise through the ranks of professional soccer. He joined the Brazilian national team at the age of 16, and from there things took off, and he went on to become one of the most successful soccer players in history. Throughout his career, Pelé faced numerous struggles and challenges due to his poverty-stricken upbringing. However, he persevered and used his talent and hard work to overcome these obstacles and become a global sports icon. Pelé began playing soccer at a young age and quickly developed a passion for the sport. He played for his school team and also participated in local street games. Pelé was very famous even then for his speed, skill and scoring ability, and he quickly gained recognition as a talented young player. His dedication to soccer and his natural talent helped him rise to become one of the greatest soccer players of all time. Pelé's talent for soccer was apparent from an early age, and he was eventually signed to play for Santos F.C, a professional team in Brazil. He quickly rose through the ranks of the Brazilian soccer leagues. He was scouted by several professional teams and ultimately signed with Santos F.C in 1956 at the fragile age of 15. Pelé quickly made a name for himself with Santos, scoring his first professional goal in his debut match. He continued to excel on the field and became known for his exceptional ball control, speed and mind-blowing scoring ability. His undeniable talent and success with Santos attracted the attention of teams around the world, and he became a global soccer icon. He played for the Brazilian national team in several World Cups and helped lead Brazil to 3 World Cup victories. His impact on soccer extended beyond just his club team, as he was also a key member of the Brazilian national team. He helped lead Brazil to 3 World Cup titles, including the 1970 tournament, which is widely considered one of the greatest teams in soccer history. Pelé's performances on the international stage cemented his status as one of the all-time greats, and he was named FIFA World Player of the Century in 1999. In addition to his on-field accomplishments, Pelé also used his fame and influence to promote the sport of soccer globally. He traveled to numerous countries and played in exhibition matches, helping to spread the love of the game to new audiences. He also worked to promote the use of soccer as a tool for social change and used his platform to speak out against racism and other social issues. His influence on the sport just cannot be overstated, and his contributions to the sport will be remembered for generations to come. He remains one of the most revered and respected players in the history of the game, and his legacy continues to inspire young players around the world to pursue their dreams of becoming professional soccer players. Today, several big names in the soccer industry have made it to where they are by looking up at Pelé as a role model. Some of them include Neymar Jr., the Brazilian superstar who has often cited Pelé as his childhood hero and has spoken about his admiration for the legendary forward. Lionel Messi, the Argentine forward, has also spoken about his admiration for Pelé and the influence the Brazilian had on his own career. Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese forward, has also cited Pelé as a role model, stating that he has always looked up to the Brazilian as an inspiration. Didier Drogba, the Ivorian striker, has spoken about his admiration for Pelé and how he has always tried to emulate his playing style. David Beckham, the former England captain, has also cited Pelé as a role model, stating that he has always looked up to the Brazilian as an inspiration. During the 1958 World Cup, Pelé was just a teenager, but had already made a name for himself as a talented and skilled player. He helped lead Brazil to victory in the final match against Sweden, scoring 2 goals that contributed to their 5-2 win. This achievement made him a national hero in Brazil and helped establish him as one of the top players in the world. After the World Cup, Pelé continued his successful career with Santos F.C., a club team in Brazil. He led the team to numerous victories in domestic and international competitions, including the Intercontinental Cup and the Copa Libertadores. Pelé's talent and leadership on the field made him a key player for Santos FC and helped the team become one of the most successful in Brazil. In addition to his club career, Pelé also played for the Brazilian national team in 3 more World Cups, helping Brazil win the tournament again in 1962 and 1970. He became known as one of the greatest players of all time and was a key figure in the success of the Brazilian national team. His contributions to the sport of soccer and his impact on the global game have made him a legend in the world of sports. Pelé's talent and success on the soccer field made him one of the most popular and well-known athletes in the world, and he was often referred to as the king of football. In addition to his soccer career, he also became involved in various business ventures, including endorsement deals and the development of soccer academies. He traveled the world to promote the sport and worked with various charities and foundations to give back to his community. He even received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States, for his contributions to soccer and his charitable work. He died on December 29, 2022, at the age of 82. The cause of death was not disclosed, but Pelé had been hospitalized in November for a urinary tract infection. He is survived by his children and grandchildren. Pelé's death was mourned by soccer fans around the world, and he was remembered for his incredible skills on the field and his impact on the sport. Pelé's rise from humble beginnings to become one of the greatest soccer players in history is often referred to as a rags to riches story, and he has been celebrated as a symbol of hope and inspiration for people around the world. And so, the story of Pelé, the greatest soccer player of all time, comes to a close. His incredible talent and drive brought him to the pinnacle of the sport, and his legacy will continue to inspire athletes and fans around the world for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and career of Pelé. Until next time, farewell.